You know, the role of a product manager has changed more in the last year than it has in probably the last decade. So today, we're going to explore the AI tools that aren't just nice to haves anymore. They're becoming the essential toolkit for any high-performing product team. Let's dive in. And look, this isn't some far-off prediction. This shift is happening right now. A recent report from Product Plan found that a whopping 78% of high-performing product teams are already using at least one AI-powered tool. That's a huge jump, like 45% from just a couple of years ago. The gap between the teams using these tools and those who aren't, it's getting wider every single quarter.
And this quote from Marty Kagan just absolutely nails it. This is the whole point. The goal isn't to replace the product manager, it's to augment them. It's about automating all that tedious administrative work so you can get back to what really matters, talking to your customers and building the vision for your product.
Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to pinpoint the core problem that PMs are facing today. Then we'll look at AI solutions for three huge workflow challenges: managing feedback, building strategy, and then a new one, understanding the code base. We'll wrap up with a quick look at the bigger picture and, what this all means for your future. So let's start with the big challenge. The modern product manager is just operating in an environment that is unbelievably complex. You're supposed to be this hub for communication, for strategy, for execution, but more often than not, you're just buried under a total avalanche of information. And that isn't just a feeling, it's a hard fact. According to Pendo's latest report, the average PM is juggling somewhere between 12 and 15 different data sources every single day. Just think about that. You've got analytics platforms, customer feedback channels, Slack messages, market research. Trying to stitch all of that together manually isn't just hard anymore. It's becoming literally impossible. So what do we do about it? Let's start with one of the biggest time sucks out there: customer feedback. I mean, it's the lifeblood of what we do, but it's coming at you from everywhere. Support tickets, call transcripts, surveys, social media. The real challenge is finding that clear signal inside all of that noise. This is the question, right? This is what keeps so many of us up at night. You have thousands of different data points, but what are they actually telling you? Which requests are really important and which ones are just, outliers? This is exactly where AI becomes a total game changer. So let's look at two different ways to handle this feedback chaos. You've got Product Board, whose AI is amazing at aggregation. It just pulls in feedback from all your different channels and automatically groups it around feature ideas. Then you have Zeta.io, which is a bit more revenue-focused. Its AI actually analyzes sentiment and connects feedback directly to business outcomes, which helps you build a roadmap that's going to impact the bottom line. Okay, so once you've made sense of your feedback, the next huge hurdle is prioritization. For years, this has been a messy mix of gut feelings, whoever yells the loudest, and these insanely complicated spreadsheets. AI is finally shifting this from just reactive planning to predictive, data-driven strategy. This is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Every single feature you decide to build comes with an opportunity cost. You have to be confident that your team's precious time is being spent on the things that will actually move the needle. And, guesswork just doesn't cut it anymore. And this is where things get really interesting. Take Jira's product discovery. It uses AI to connect the why behind an idea directly to the how of its execution, giving engineers that full context. ProdPad takes it even one step further. Its AI copilot is almost like having a strategic partner. It evaluates ideas against your product vision and your OKRs, and even suggests new initiatives to help reduce our own human biases. All right, we've talked about customer data, we've talked about strategic planning, but there's one more area, kind of a final frontier for a lot of PMs, where communication breakdowns can just derail everything. It's that gap between the product spec and the actual code itself. Yeah, for product managers who don't come from a deep engineering background, the codebase can feel like a total black box. Just trying to understand dependencies and what's feasible often means scheduling meeting after meeting with your tech lead. But what if you could demystify the code all on your own? Well, say hello to Arch Decode. This is a newer AI tool that's designed to bridge that exact gap between product and engineering. You just connect it to a code repository, and it visualizes the entire architecture for you through automatically generated diagrams. This is a massive game changer for PMs because it lets you understand the system's design without needing to be a coding expert. And the workflow couldn't be simpler. You connect a repository, pick a prompt, and boom, you get an interactive diagram. This empowers you to have much more informed, intelligent conversations with your engineering team. It reduces the need for all those meetings and just gives you a way deeper understanding of your own product's architecture.
Now, the tools we've just looked at are incredible, but they are really just the tip of the iceberg. The ecosystem of AI assistants for product managers is absolutely exploding. So let's do a quick fire round to see what else is out there that can build out your complete augmented PM stock.
First up, let's talk about getting answers from all your quantitative data. Instead of waiting around for an analyst or fighting with some complex BI tool, you can now literally just ask a question. Tools like Amplitude let you ask questions in plain English and get back instant charts and summaries. No more complex queries. And Mixpanels AI will automatically surface insights about user behavior, helping you spot really quickly where users might be dropping off or how a new feature is being adopted. Okay, next up, let's talk about winning back your time from that endless grind of admin tasks. I'm talking about writing, scheduling, and sitting in way too many meetings.
Check these out. Super Whisper can turn hours of typing up PRDs into just a few minutes of dictation. Clockwise will automatically rearrange your calendar to create these big blocks of focus time. And something like TLDV gives you AI-generated summaries of meetings, so you can stay on the loop without having to actually be there. These tools give you back your most valuable resource, your time.
So, after seeing all of this, what does it really mean for the role of the product manager? Well, the future isn't about being replaced by a machine. It's about evolving into a more strategic, more human-centric leader. I mean, the contrast here couldn't be more clear. The manual PM is drowning in spreadsheets and scattered notes, making reactive decisions based on gut feel. They're just bogged down. But the augmented PM? They're empowered by intelligence. They work with AI-synthesized insights to build data-driven predictive strategies. And that frees them up to focus on what humans do best: setting the vision, building relationships, and deeply, truly understanding customers. And that leaves us with one last big thought. By using this whole ecosystem of intelligent tools, you're not just becoming more efficient, you're fundamentally changing the entire scope of your work. So, the real question to ask yourself is this: with AI handling all the busy work, what are the big strategic questions that you will finally have time to answer?